Hey y'all, it's 4th of July 2022, Independence Day. We're celebrating by kind of doing some stuff around the farm, around the home place right here today. Got out there and pulled corn earlier. We're going to try to put up some corn here shortly, but we're in the house right now. Had a nice little rain shower. Thankfully, I got out of the corn patch and we got the clothes in off the line before it started a good rain, but it's about wrapped up out there now, I think. But I wanted to show you what Tina's been working on in the house. She's got some peach cobbler action going on here. She's already got us one done, and we done. Here it is over here. We done sampled it, and I mean to tell you, it's mighty tasty. She's working on the second one. I already got the peaches. It was fresh peaches. Got them cut up, stewing them down over here in the pot. Down here in the oven, she's got the next pan with some butter melting down in it. There it is in there, looking good, looking good. She's got the batter for the cobbler already mixed up over here, and there you go. You see that Adelu flour, like I had mentioned before, we're an Adelu family. But she's gonna put this cobbler together, and I know it's gonna be as tasty as the next one.
You hope.
Got all the butter melted out. She's putting the cobbler batter down. Right on top of the melted butter. See how that butter kind of floats up through it?
Now, for the peaches.
Now for the peaches.
This is Paula Dean's recipe. Got it off the internet.
It ain't a new thing for Tina. She's been using that recipe for several years, and it is a good one. Getting it all kind of evenly distributed in there. There's that. A little bit of cinnamon action going there. There it goes. Set the timer over here.
For 45 minutes. And we're good to go.
Good to go, and we'll see about getting set up for the corn out there. See you under the shed.
Bye.
Well, hey y'all, we back out here at the shed. Here's the garden cart of corn that we pulled earlier in the day. We're gonna get ready to shuck it. Some of it's kind of small, but most of it I think we're gonna cut off the cob anyway, so you won't be able to tell how small the cob was once we get it stuffed in them quart bags. But we'll pick back up when we go to shucking. We've had a lot of dry weather through the month of June. If it hadn't been for watering the garden, we wouldn't have had what we got. Plus, the raccoons got in the corn, and actually it's about the worst I've ever seen it. As soon as Mom and Daddy talked about the raccoons getting in the corn years ago, when we'd be doing corn up there. I'd never actually seen it that much. Not with corn on the stalk. Might would tear down some corn after we had done pulled everything. But the deer got in it and the raccoons got hold to it. A lot of these would be just right for Buford stew cobs. Getting all shucked and silked is going to take a little time, so we're going ahead and let the camera and battery rest, cool off a minute. We'll start back after a while. Well, we're getting them all shucked up. We got one banquet pan already in the fishing shed there. About to load up another. We got a little bit more in the garden cart to do. It's coming along nicely. I know some of y'all might be wondering why I wear gloves to do this, because your fingernails will tear into that shuck a whole lot better than these gloves, but I kind of wear these gloves because of that thing right there. When I cut off the tops where the worms has been, or like this one right here, this is a good example. See, there's been a worm in that one. I don't know whether you can see it over there or not, but I might have cut the top off of it. And that's one of my Gerbers, and it's pretty sharp. I don't want it to bump my thumb and us have an incident. So wearing a little bit of a glove helps protect me there. Even though we'll be using knives to cut it off the cob, about can't use gloves there. Not gotta play it safe, but I won't be using my Gerber either. I'll probably be using something else, or what, maybe one of the Raiders or something. We're getting it done. There's another one I'm going to have to cut the top out of. The worm's been eaten. Corn there is, it's pretty corn. It just stunted. It had a tough time growing. I'm thankful, very thankful for what we got. And enjoyed seeing it grow. Napping right here with us. He's happy to have his people in the yard. Well, we got them all shucked. Tina's silking the last one right now. Tina's got a gold Reno dog, alarm, and while she's out, she's probably gonna pick us up a couple bags of ice that we're gonna get ready to blanch this corn. We're gonna need the ice to quench it good. Hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit of video of that later on too. But we got them all shucked up. We got 2 banquet pans full, and that one's almost half full. So good mess of corn. Very thankful for it. We'll pick back up with some blanching action. Bye-bye. Well, you caught us snacking. We having 4th of July supper out here under the shed. We Tina went and tried to walk Reno, and then we went and got ice for quenching the corn a little bit. Tina done warmed us up some shredded barbecue chicken for sandwiches, and we got potato chips.
Waiting on the water to boil.
Yep, waiting on the water to boil. We got it going. And we got the quench pot ready with some water in it. We haven't put no ice. We won't put the ice until we're ready to move the corn. But having Independence Day supper right here under the shed while we do the corn. That's pretty cool. Okay, we finished supper, and the water finally did go to boiling. Tina brought almost a full tub or full banquet pan of corn out, and she's already put it down into the pan. There's our quenching pot. There it is. That's almost that full banquet pan. And we're waiting for a really good rolling boil before we get ready to take it out and quench it. Hopefully in a little bit you'll be able to get to see how we quench it. It's actually, I mean, this is a turkey pot, regular stainless steel turkey pot, 30-quart turkey pot, and it's got the strainer. We used the strainer on the inside of it. And what we'll do is we'll grab the hook over there and lift the strainer basket out, and then we'll let it down in this 10-gallon Bayou cooker stew pot or cook pot. But we're going to end up putting plenty of ice down in that water before we set the strainer with all the corn in it, and we'll cool it down. That's going to be kind of the next step. Now we're waiting for a good rolling boil on the corn pot, and the water, there's nothing, that's just water, tap water in there. No salt, no butter, no nothing like that, just plain water. We're going to wait for a really good rolling boil, and we'll get back with you in just a little bit.
Yep.
Okay, we got a rolling boil going. We're going to get ready to dump that in the quench pot. And then we're going to throw some ice to the quench pot.
We fixing to take some corn out of the pot. All right. Okay. Bye. You just gonna lift the thing out?
Yes, ma'am.
That's you. I will get my add some more corn to this boiling water. Here we go.
Got ice on the top, so that's a good sign. We hit that cold and hard. Woo! And it is still cold, cold, cold. You bring us 2 knives, 2 of the ladies? Thank you. Still see some of that ice in the top. And how pretty and yellow the corn is down in there. Now let's see if we can get a little bit of video on cutting it off the cob. That's why the heat is have our hands in it.
Cool off?
It is very cool. Yes, indeed.
Careful.
I gotta figure out what my best bet's gonna be for cutting it off the cob. Cutting it off the cob ain't never been my favorite thing, but
I grew up doing this.
yeah.
Put the cobs. There, all cut off. No, you're right, down in the cob is kind of I can shut that in my glasses.
I've had it go in my glasses several times.
Looking through corn-colored glasses. Can you sit down, lay down?
Says it kind of sounds like rough. Everybody else must be trying to keep the raccoons out of their corn patches. Everybody's shooting.
Then we'll get in trouble.
Okay, we got the last cooking cool, and we just started, well, I just started cutting on that. And you kind of see how Tina bags up the cut off corn in regular quart freezer bag, Ziploc style freezer bag. She dates them so we can know the difference between this year's and last year's. She just keeps right on going until she has them all filled up. We've done this a lot of different ways over time. We used to quench for the blanching in coolers, and that works, but you really need your cooler super clean. I actually believe we've had corn in years past that we've quenched in ice coolers end up tasting plastic. But quenching in the 10-gallon stainless steel cook pot, we've had good success with that, and I'm hoping that we'll have equally good success this year.
And you add wicked ice.
Oh yeah, I hope we caught in one of the other shots earlier where I was pouring ice in. Yeah, I think I did. Any big Bayou cooker pot, because I showed you the ice still floating in the top of it. A 30 quart cooking of corn on the cob, about a 16-pound bag of ice quenches it really well. That's what tub would be for that. I don't know whether you can see it in the video screen right now or not, but what you see in the banquet pan that we're cutting, that still isn't all of it. The water is so cold in that 10-gallon pot, I couldn't stand it too long. We probably got that much or more still to cut off. So how'd that turn out? 5. Oh, okay. So that was a little bit more than what we got out of the last cooking, the first cooking. First cooking turned out 4 quarts. And that one was 5 good ones, and there was a little bit still in the tub that Tina's working on right now, or working over. When we get the pot that we're blanching, when we get it up to a good rolling boil, we let it roll for about 4 minutes. Good rolling boil. And then that's when we take and dump it in the quench pot with the ice.
Put your, just the basket, you take the basket out.
Yeah.
Just the corn
Yeah.
only.
Yeah. Actually, if you look back on some of our fishing videos, particularly where we got in before dark, you can see the corn patch in the background where we laid a fish out on the picnic table. I don't think I've explained or talked much about that, but if you look back on some of them videos, you'll see our deer barricade we have to put up to try to keep them out. But they did tear down the end of it this year. Like I say, the raccoons is what really was devastating in the patch. There we go. All cut. I just continue to sack up the rest of this in quart bags. Well, that wraps us up for the corn cooking and putting up for this time around. We ended up with 12.5 quarts of corn cut off the cob. That was five 5-gallon buckets out of the patch. It's, let's see, about what time are we talking about? It's about 11 o'clock, more or less. And it's been a great project. I'm very thankful, and thank y'all for watching. Y'all take care. Let's all be thankful for the 4th of July and being able to celebrate it. And we'll see what the next video is. Bye-bye.